time.
Exactly. I know. Someone was like, when you walk in, it feels like you're walking with like.
Yes. Person's trying to make a beach club over here. You can't have as much fun.
How did that go?
A little bit. It looks good. It looks good.
Thank you.
Tell me, what was it like just being on set and being with this amazing all-star cast?
That was great. It was really. I mean, I've worked with some huge stars over the years, and I have to say, working with this cast, top notch across the board, was a real. It's just humbling and really wonderful. Yeah, challenging.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I love working with Nicole because she's a pro. Just an absolute pro. She sparkles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the minute she walks into a room, she sparkles. Before they even turn on the camera, she's sparkling. And I just think she was fantastic. Everybody was great to work with on this.
Oh, I love hearing that, and especially the sparkle description. I'm like, who doesn't want that attached to their name? When you walk into a room, you sparkle.
You sparkle.
And, this is all about just kind of breaking down the general public's idea of what it means to be a perfect family, a perfect couple. I'm curious for you in terms of acting, what was that moment for you where you no longer had perfectionism at the forefront of your mind as a thespian? When did you kind of let that go?
I think you have to let that go early on. I mean, you really do. Otherwise, you just can't survive it. Just like in life, right? You try to control too much, and you end up messing it up. I think sometimes you just got to let it go, whatever it is, whether it's marriage or whether it's goals or a certain preconception you might have about a marriage or a relationship or something like that. I really am a big believer in letting things grow organically. I've been married 20 years. I feel the same way about my marriage. I think it just kind of grew organically, and it works. You don't have to work at it because it just evolved.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Some advice for everybody to hear.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Congrats on this
Thank you.
movie. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I know. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
And I'm really excited to see how Nantucket is done because I heard
I want them to
I hope not. I do feel like maybe I want to get that. Yes. Is that something you're doing? If people like this, have fun.
You specifically, what is it about, what is that one element of your directing style that you kind of continuously added to all of these beautiful projects that you've worked on, where we watch it and say, this is a Suzanne film, that you wanted to make sure you put in the perfect couple?
It's not something I want to make sure that I put in. I think it's something that I can't help putting in. I think I always go for an extreme intensity between characters, and I can't help that. It's always what I've been looking for. Whatever I've done is always what I've been looking for, and I think that's how it works.
Oh, I love that. I haven't fully seen every episode yet, but I need to dive in and look out for that intensity. I love seeing just the different elements that different directors bring to their projects. And what was it like working with Nicole and just kind of seeing her? I heard that she really went all the way, even sometimes improving, certain reactions or certain scenes.
They all improved a lot. And she's brilliant at it. They're all brilliant at it. And it kind of became a bit of a style. Like we would improvise the scenes, like we would read the scene, we would improvise them, and then we'd end up with something that was slightly different, but really great.
Creating that space for the actors to have that freedom. I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember when I saw it, I thought it was stuff. So I walked past and I was like, and then I was like, but that was my first.
Just co-starring with Nicole Kidman and kind of sharing that screen time together.
Well, we've known each other for years and been friends, and I always wanted to work with her. I never would have imagined. Actually, yeah, I mean, it sort of makes sense that it's something like this. It was a treat. It was super fun. She's really naughty. She's really fast, really smart, and there was a lot of improv, and it was a treat.
Suzanne told us about the improv, that it was like a lot of y'all just kind of were able to have that freedom as creatives to really go all in on this.
It just does something to the dialogue. It makes it feel more realistic. People overlapping each other, the kind of the spontaneity of things that come up that don't feel like lines, and it's great. As actors, it kind of makes you make room for each other, which is a nice feeling.
You're not just waiting for someone to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you've got to pay attention.
I wanted to ask you as well, just with this whole idea of kind of just kind of dismissing perfectionism. When did that moment happen for you in your career where you no longer were worried about the perfect performance, you were all in mentally and just present in those spaces?
I don't think I ever believed in perfection. I mean, I think our job as actors is to try as hard as we can to fail as many times as we can, in the hopes that we find something new and something exciting. And that's like it's taking risks. And I think the perfect couple obviously is ironic in the title. That we've become so obsessed with wealth and glamour and celebrity and luxury and all these things that on closer look are not what they seem. And that was part of the fun. It was part of the show.
Forces you to kind of look at the things that are of value that might not be of value.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for.
That's true. My last question for you is: everyone loves a murder mystery, a thriller. Is there one or two outside of this show that you've been binging recently?
Outside of this show, not recently, but I love White Lotus. My wife got me into that, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be terrible," and I thought it was really great. And when I first saw the first 4 episodes of this, I was like, "Oh, fits in that mold."
Will you be? So you're looking forward to season 3 of White Lotus?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, this is
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
We'll be back.
What's going on? Nice to see you. It's a small step. How you feeling before the premiere?
I feel good. It's going to go round and round.
Yeah.
At least I feel like the American people will like it. They laughed. London was a tough crowd. So that's just like
Tell me, what was it like? I know you and Dakota are close friends, finding out that you both are get to spend this time shooting in Nantucket together.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't know at all. She knew before me, but she was sworn to secrecy. And then Jack Rayner is also a really good friend of mine. We did a movie together like a few months beforehand. And I was talking to him. I was like, who's going to play your wife? And he was like, I think Dakota Fanning. I was like, shut up! So then we called each other and then we got really excited. And it was like the best thing ever to like work with one of your really good friends is pretty special.
I'm assuming it was almost like summer camp, right? Where you're getting to do the art that you love and with your friend next to you.
That's what I've been describing it as. I honestly, this was one of my favorite jobs I've ever done. I had so much fun.
And what do you think it is about seeing just a rich family fall that we all love in a soapy drama? We're invested, we're there, we're watching it.
I don't know what it is, but I love these kind of shows. This is my favorite thing to watch, so I'm excited to be in something that I would love. I have no idea, like rich white people being horrible to each other is just like this new thing that everyone wants to see. I don't know why. But it works.
It works. I mean, the numbers are there. We're all watching.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Definitely. My last question for you is, with us seeing this idea of perfect kind of come tumbling down, I'm curious, as a creative, when did you kind of rid yourself mentally of, being obsessed with getting the perfect take and kind of just being in the moment?
I was told really early on by a director that it's not going to be perfect. He was like, life isn't perfect, so just like get that out of your head now. And that was a really great lesson to learn, because now if if it's not perfect, I'm like, well life isn't perfect, so we can move on. So I've never really cared about perfection, ever.
I mean, that's why you're a good actor, right?
Exactly.
So you're present in the moment. And my last question for you. You got to act in some really tense scenes with Nicole Kidman. What was it like kind of sharing in that tension and that back and forth?
Did you count?
I didn't count, no.
It was incredible. People have been asking me what it was like, and I honestly can't fully remember because I had some sort of like out-of-body experience. It was a very special. I'm such a huge fan of her work. And it was like truly an honor. Yeah.
Is there anything from her acting that you're like, I want to take that into my own craft?
Everything. I would take anything and everything. She just like lives and breathes her work, and she's constantly challenging herself, pushing herself, and that's inspiring.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So nice talking to you.
By it, and it came early when I read the script, and I was like, this is going to happen. But once you go to set, I mean, it's go time, right? Like so psych yourself, do the work. But she made it easy. She was lovely, and I think there were definitely moments when I was like surprised by
To go to Fanny and see, just your co-stars and the amazing careers they've had.
Well, we started shooting the show about 6 weeks before Nicole and Leif came on the set, so I think we formed quite a bond by that point already. But like you said, I mean, this is an esteemed bunch of people. It's a wonderful cast. I think they all brought something so unique to their roles, and I think each one of them is special. But of course, it was surreal. I mean, just being able to share the camera with somebody like Nicole has been probably an experience I will cherish and keep learning from as I go, and I feel privileged.
What was just your favorite moment on set? Kind of what did you all do to kind of bond and create that chemistry, but also still have that tension that exists throughout the show?
Well, I think for one, we owe it to great writing, but beyond that, we were able to hang out quite a bit. We all had significant amount of time off. It's an ensemble cast, and there'd be days where some people would be working and the others would be off. So we did a bunch of things in the Cape. Honestly, I think we covered all the ground. Like, we would go axe throwing and bowling and whale watching and swimming and you name it. So also the house we were shooting in was pretty stunning and extravagant, and we made sure that we had a lot of fun while we were doing it. Some of the scenes that we were doing were a whole lot of fun. We danced, swam, and done it all. Really. So.
I love it. It sounds like summer camp, honestly.
It kind of was. And Eve will concur. I mean, she's been saying that the whole time. She's like, it was summer at the Cape.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I actually because it's hard now for me because I already know, so I can't forget you. But then I said,
I think I talked to you earlier. Tell me about
But that's because I hate learning choreography. So that's a me problem.
Sure, but was it fun in the moment?
It actually ended up being really fun. I think it's having a blast.
What was it like for you to work with?
I mean, she's incredible and grown up. I've been like 14 years old and stuff, so she's
What was it like for you to have been a part of this?
Totally. I mean, there's a murder mystery element to both, and there's
Now, coming off of the success of that, you've continued to grow in your career. What was it like then stepping onto this show and being in this set?
Honestly, I just love ensembles more than anything, so I was so excited to pop it. I'm looking at the thing, and I'm looking at all these actors that I work with, and I'm like, damn, that's a good cast. It was just really exciting. I was just so looking forward to, oh my god.
Oh no, there's bugs everywhere.
I think I actually didn't kill it. Anyway, I was really excited to just work with everybody and engage in that kind of environment again where everybody's kind of like working together to do a thing, and it was just awesome.
I heard it being described as summer camp by some of your co-stars.
Yeah, it definitely did feel that way at certain points, especially at the beginning because it was still kind of like cold when we got there, and Cape Cod can sometimes feel like a very seasonal place. So there wasn't really a lot going on, and we just like made fires and hung out in people's backyards, and it was very sweet.
On top of having amazing co-stars, you also have an upcoming project with Julianne Moore. What are you looking forward to about that one?
I mean, it's a bit of a different vibe for me, so that's always exciting because it feels very like new. And it's a genre that I love, which is dark comedy. That's kind of my favorite thing. And again, Julianne Moore, Millie Alcock, Kevin Bacon, just amazing actors who I've respected for a long, long time. So it feels a little like surreal, you know.
It's amazing. Every time I see a new Deadline article come out, I'm like, oh, there she is. She's killing it. Thank you so much. Thank you. You too. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I'm good. Hollywood Glam. We've got a lot of bugs here. A lot of bugs. Bugs. I wanted to ask you because you had.
Yes.
What is this? I don't know. Are they biting us? They're just everywhere. It's not fun.
It's disgusting.
There's lots of bugs. What is it? I wish I could tell you. I've been a little scared, but I don't know why. Mosquitoes. Oh, I hope not mosquitoes. Then we'll all be itchy out of here. We'll all be real itchy. But I wanted to ask you, because we saw you have an amazing moment at Venice Film Festival, premiering Baby Girl. Amazing. Tell me about being in the audience and just hearing people's reactions to your beautiful performance.
I mean, it's not coming out to December, so I'm trying to just sort of not talk about it too much. But it was so beautiful to be in Venice and be received in that way, and for Helena, the director, to be received with such warmth, and Harris Dickinson and Antonio Banderas who were in it. It was just, it was really a relief, actually. Yeah, because there's a lot of stress leading up to something like that, and you're worried and all of it. So it was actually just like a big exhale right away, and it was the warmth at the whole festival, I think. And it's also, I love film festivals because there's so many great films to see. So I was just honored to be invited. You have to be invited to the festival, so I was just amazed and honored that we were accepted and invited there. So.
Yeah, fans we're all ready for that December premiere. My last quick question for you is, how do you rid yourself of becoming obsessed with this idea of getting that perfect take whenever you step into a project?
There is no perfect. You just get in there and you try and you work and you give it your best and you do everything you can to do the best job you can. Yeah.
And that's why you're an amazing actress. Thank you, Nicole.